Greetings, Sanbonani Lochani. We are out here at Ukaguqa Station at Emalahleni Wheat Bank. I am your host, THANDYMAMAKHE, the lady with the gentleman's voice. We're rather starting today's show on a sad note when we are saying, rest in peace, Bob Mabena, Ubaba Oilimile Indima in the radio industry. He has done so much. He has paved the way for us to be here, for us to have this platform. You know, on live, he did it on AM. He did it on FM, he did it, and he's doing it on so many platforms. And I think wherever he is saying that we should continue doing his legacy and running with it. We are here to capture a talent, you know, a raw talent that is found here in Ukaguqa, a young guy who is doing the most with the work of his hands. He is Chinacity. He's going to tell us more about himself when we come back. I have said so many things, but then I will tone it down and bring it back to you right after this. More about himself. Uguti, where did it start? Do tell us, Uguti, where did the love for doing this, you know? Did one day when you wake up start playing with crayons and then you decided, Uguti, I can actually craft a person, I can actually sculpt a person because this is beautiful?
Oh well, this thing I can't say bekhona kimi yabo. So into bengithanda well bekuyibola yabo. So bungumuntu ozithandela ibhola umcondo wami ongekho in terms of ukuthi ngaba kulomcondo ukuthi ngayenze art. So currently whenever time goes uthola ukuthi izinto azihambi kahle ebholweni because you can't know ukuthi whether you will make it in life in terms of ibhola or kanjani, because there is many people abadlala ibhola well talent. I understand uNkulunkulu usiphile different talent. So I have realized esikhathini esiningi masoloku isikhathi samba. So I can see ukuthi okay, I fail in football and I can't always push it. So I end up telling myself ukuthi okay, since ngazi ukudweba, let me just chase it ruin, because some other people they were thinking ukuthi mhlambe mawabona abantu boma America kuphi, because very obviously lento lela eSouth Africa bengekho. So he started ukuthi no yazini nami lento lencane enginayo, let me push it. So kusuka lapho from starting a primary I was doing it, but yazi cala ngama cartoon kancane. So isikhathi mase yaphambili well ngothola ukuthi yeah. So a secondary that's where I'm starting ukuthi no, well lento le into ekhona la kimi, let me push it. Ukuqala ku 2010 there was a time where I was doing art because they were calling everybody ukuzopusha lo msebenzi lo for 2010 whenever ama support amazili ukuthi masingenza competition yini into engabajabulisi yoba attract. So basinika iplatform ukuthi okay nayi icompetition decide ukuthi ama supporter abuya ngaphandle azoza la South Africa nizwa athi kanjani. So whereby there was a top 30. So maku top 30 I was the one winning the competition. So starting from there ngabona ukuthi okay, let me push it yabo, but at that moment bengisadlala ibhola yabo. So whenever time goes I was trying all my best ebholweni, but mangifela canning pitch up ukuthi let me just push it, because there was umenere wangitshela ukuthi no man, this thing le ikhona kuwe, try ukuya esikoleni sayo or wenze something else. So but whenever isikhathi masam uthola ukuthi imali yokusikoleni meaning I fail ukuthi ngiye esikoleni yabo. So that's why ngagcina ngiba nalo mcondo lo ukuthini ukuthi noma already is better ngipushe ngizobona ukuthi yabo. Starting from there vele ngasoloku ngiphusha ngaze ngapitch up ngaba grand. So by 2016 yeah I met to play golf. That's why ama changes.
Wow.
Ama changes waqala ke khani ngibona ke ukuthi nali talent lami la iqala khona.
So yeah, you're mentioning that you know, football was your first love. I would say Guti, it's a dream delayed. It's not Guti failure, it's a dream delayed. You can still do it if you want to do it. You can still pursue it and still push it. And yeah, do tell us Guti, you know, when you met to Black Coffee, how was it like? Because meeting a legendary icon, I mean, somebody like himself, it's something that's wow. How did it go about?
Oh well, currently yo bokumnandi man, no, whenever actually uqala kwami ukumitha it change ama artists amaningi la South Africa. because most of them they were not even in think of ukuthi bangadweba isithombe sa Black Coffee, but ukupitcha kwami ukudweba isithombe sakho kumithanayi, it was making the difference. Ukusuka lapho everybody was drawing Black Coffee, so nami ngabona ukuthi okay, it means ngifikile kule platform yokuthi no, I can be someone kule game. So ukusuka lapho yaba mnandi into, so khani sengimitha different ama artists yabo, so everyone was jelling ukuthi nami funa ukumitha ama celeb.
So you would officially say, when are you the one that started the trend of crafting Black Coffee and art, making him on a visual art?
Yeah, currently I can say so, because if you can check my profile, I met different of celebs. So injalo okay.
Wow, beautiful work that he is doing. Tsholofelo, he has said ukuthi his name, I'll pronounce it the way that I want to pronounce it, and his eyes do forgive him. Ladies at home watching, everybody that's watching, we are still out here at Talitha Cumi FM. I'm still your host, THANDYMAMAKHE, the lady with the gentleman's voice, sitting in the comforts and the home of Tsholofelo. The work, the beautiful work that you see here, is him. He's doing it all by the work of his hands. And Tsholofelo, do tell people, Guti, is this cresting? Because bathi no cresta. Yini cresta? Na bathi umuntu uya cresta. Yeah, bathi umuntu uya tracer, uya cresta. What is that? Do educate me, please.
Cresta is not part of ukuthi we can say you are an artist. Okay, well, you can crest uthola ukuthi uyakwazi ukudweba yabo, mhlambulisi, but ukresta ukuthatha elinye iphepha i-reference yalento lekumele uyenze yabo. So uhamba phezulu kwayo. Ukuhamba phezulu kwayo, it means kuyosala yona lapha kule phepha leli kumele uzolisebenzisa. It means ukresta lokho, but well ukresta, I can't say you are a good artist, because it means ayikho kuwe lento. You must study it down usibone umsebenzi wakho wonke. So abantu abakrestako, they won't even feel ukuthi angayenza isithombe singaka, because isithombe singaka ngeke ustress. Into ongayikresta is a A4.
So for somebody that's watching at home and asking themselves, how do you start to portray umuntu? With what do you start? What do you need? Like, let's say now you have to start doing me and doing a visual art of me, of THANDYMAMAKHE. What do you need?
Well, into engidinga ku paper, mapensela, iraba, because ngisebenza for ukushade ile view ebonako, yabo le view ebonako. Le ukuthi kube nomuntu straight.
Yes.
Le view leyo I call it ukushada. Ilezo khiphela lento efunako. So ukushada kwamele uthole i-tissue. Mina lento engisebenzisako. Yeah, i-tissue bese ngisebenzisa ne-brush. Then ngwrite yonke into right lapho, then ngakushayela ispan.
You keep it nice and simple, and this is what you produce. I must say and applaud the work that you are doing. It's beautiful. And yeah, do stay tuned, because maybe, just maybe, he will do a visual of myself sitting right here. Yes, THANDYMAMAKHE. Getting a few protein when we come back right after this. I am with Tsholofelo, Chinacity out at Kwakuqa and at Malahleni. Do not go anywhere. Stay with us. We are Talitha TV, coming to you live. I feel like this portrait costs money. Do tell us, Uguti, what happens? Explain to the people, Uguti, why sometimes you find that some are black and white, some have color, but let's talk about this one. Who is this person that's in front of me here?
Ngiyabonga. Okay, this person ola phambi kwakho ne usijava kajama indlalifa. So that guy ukuthi ngenze portrait yakhe. So music wakhe is very inspiration. Yabo. So mang decide ukwenza le portrait yakhe is because of ukuwina kwakhe award. Wafike egamini nje. Everyone was not thinking ukuthi angalwini award. So kimi nami ngathi no man, this person deserve the best. Yabo. Because ubeka something kwabanye abantu in terms of music. Yabo. So currently mawubheka ukufika kwakhe egamini, abanye abantu they have been there, but they were not pushing like njengoba fikile. So music wakhe utsize ukufika ukuchinja igame yonke, wathola ukuthi kuba nalesimo lesokuthi uyayifila yena this thing. Yabo. Ukuze awinele award nokusinika le message le yasinika yona ezingomeni zakhe. Some of us besamba izindlela eziraff ne. So khamba kwethi indlela eziraff, music wakhe usithintile. Some of us sichinjile. So that's lento le engenzile mina ukuthi no, ngibe nayo ukuthi no, let me just in the portrait kasijava. So
to honor him.
Yeah.
Because we have to honor such legendary people that are giving us great music all the time and making sure. So when it comes to color, because I see the one that you have and the one that I have, mine is glitz and glamour. It's glamorous. It's got color. How do you do that?
Oh well, actually level ukuthi ngize ngifaka amakhala. It was gonna give me a difficult time ngabe ngiyenze ngepencil. Yabo.
Yeah, kunomseme la ngibona.
Yeah, so bokungeke kubonakale I different in terms of ukuthi mangizoyenza le portrait ngepencil yonke yabo. So ukwenza kwami ngamakhala I just show ukuthi ikunike le view. Yeah, the whole picture. Because if bengenze ngepencil attraction bengeke ibe kangaka. So but currently my attraction is very nice.
It captures everything because uSjava is an African man and is proud of it. Yeah, nami nje ngithanda ukuzibongela ngisho ngithi ngikuthanda nomthandazo isizukulu sakwamahlanga ngokudubi kosomakhawula ngisahleli no Chinacity. Do not go anyways. Tell us about that portrait, that side, which I rather have it that side. But Yama 2000. Why would you say that portrait Yama 2000? China, do tell us.
Oh, lentana it's 2000.
Oh, he's a 2000.
Yeah, it's 2000.
Oh wow, I didn't know
yeah,
that.
igama lakho Nkazimulu TNS.
You even know his full name. Wow, I'm touched. Yeah, do tell us about Leo Guti. What's the inspiration behind it?
Okay, well, kuze ngenze le portrait yalo mfana. Mncane, there is some of abantu abakhulako ne. Abanayo le feeling yokwenza music, but they don't push themselves. So I was trying to show ukuthi you can be a star in a young age. Yabo. So this boy who's pushing with the effort yakhe yonke kuze afike la khona. So ukwenza le portrait lo bokuyi first album yakhe.
Wow.
As in 2000.
Wow.
And it was trending.
Wow.
So ichinche impilo yakhe this boy, yabo. Because okay, well, I can't say ukuthi yena ufikile kule ndlela yomculo waba istar, but because of wabeka uKP eduzane uPrince. So it makes a difference ukuthi naye akhona ukuzipusha currently la khona manje. So manje is a star. Everybody is giving him applaud.
So I can say that with listening to you and listening to everything that you're telling me, when are you kind of telling a story? Because before you can sculpture a person, you kind of study them, and then when you're doing their art, that's when you're telling a story. Because like you can talk a whole novel about these people, and I can just sit here and relax, and you take over my job because wow, the things that you're saying, you're selling them and you're putting them out there. But then hey, how do you do that? Where do you find the time to study umuntu and then also sculpture them the way you do?
Well, one thing I can tell you ukuthi there is different artists abafika ku emculweni ne. So whenever you see, you must know ukuthi this person how long aku music industry, yabo. So you need to follow that person ubone ukuthi ama changes wakhe na as a person yini, yabo. So mina bonke labantu laba uthola ukuthi ngibayenzela ama portrait. I'm not just going ukuthi let me just do a portrait. I'm trying to understand ukuthi loyo muntu loyo ufike njani kule game la khona, yabo. So I'm trying.
So there must be a story there. There must be a story to tell. Umuntu inspire you. That's who you capture and who you put on portrait.
Yeah, because well, some of them they deserve the best, yabo. Yeah. So akwenzeki ukuthi uyenze the most empilweni yakho, but there is nothing which you can get esingasho ukuthi simkhumbula ngalento le. So but mina ukwenza i-portrait yomuntu so it means a lot to me because I know ukuthi that person lo there is a day la bazokhuluma ngami ukuthi lento le niyibona ela ngithole from someone igama lakhe Chinacity. So it means a lot, yabo, because everyone is pushing empilweni, but we need to see ukuthi sikubonga ngani, yabo.
Yes.
Kuze sikhona ukwazi ukuthi you were a star. So ungibona ngenze so most of the time I go for abantu abaziphusha empilweni ukuthi they deserve into ezifana nalezi. This thing is a memo, angeke izibona ngaphandle notwishes. So abazukulu nabo banibani baseyibona.
It's beautiful, China. What you're saying, Gucci, this thing is for a lifetime until maybe you decide that you want to burn it. But then if I have to make sure ukuthi you're doing all these art pieces, and where do you want to see them one day? Where do you want to see these art pieces one day? In an art gallery, maybe open your own art gallery. Do tell us a little bit about that.
Well, the thing which mina engifunako currently manje ukuba ne-art gallery or i-studio is better, yabo. Because if I will take ispan sami ngisize ku-exhibition, for me it won't make a sense. Because exhibition, there is different art ngaphakathi mangena, ne? Everyone will pay attention wherever la ufuna pay khona attention in terms of makabona umsebenzi, ne? But mabazobona umsebenzi wakho la uhlala khona or la usebenzela khona, everybody will need to know ukuthi ubani okwenzele this thing, yabo. But mawuyithatha uyibeka le, they will forget. Ungayiwini competition manje kulo nyaka eski 2020, but mazithi 2025 they will forget about you. But mayekakho everyone will come ukuthi sifuna ukubona uthandazo, mabafika bathi oh manje
It's nothing but the best of his artwork. As you can see, the portraits have changed and everything has changed. We're still live at Talitha TV. I'm still your host, THANDYMAMAKHE, the lady with the gentleman's voice, bringing you this guy who's rather going to be jealous when we talk about this portrait, because he says, I wanted to be a soccer star, but then, hey, look what God did. Look what God did. Do tell us, Sugutu, when you wanted to be a soccer star and when you were doing this portrait, how did it feel like? Because Ubalo, I see you Togijes Lebola. Who is this person?
Okay, hello, pesita uchiga machiga.
Yeah.
So umchita so far ngikhule nayo yabo. So sikhule sihlala sonke.
Wow.
Khulele la lokushini abangazibe kahlala ngapha kwenye indawo bathi Tsietsi. So mambona sekahlala somewhere lebo maBankenfeld ukhulela la eKasi. So angicabanga ukuthi abantu bangamangala, yabo. So ukwenza iportrait yakhe is because of indlela ehamba, yabo. So far
when you were drawing this one, you would say it's close to home.
Oh, actually
because you can relate to him, you can touch him, you saw him before he became and went to where he is now, which is international.
Well, obviously sonke besinama dreams to be where we are, where he is namla ngikhona currently much, yabo. So ukumenzela ama portrait because they post portrait is 3.
Wow,
yabo. So wonke representa amajini wakhe.
So you see, when I was saying Guti, telling the people that, you know, your dream of becoming a soccer star hasn't died, because now look what you are doing. You can craft them and you can make them these art pieces that they cannot make by themselves, but Bona, they can kick the ball and make sure Guti they're winning trophies, they make sure Guti they're taking us international. Isn't it a hand in hand? Don't you think Ugutu pass it down? I would say popular call bega where la ulfuna kon?
Yeah, well, I don't feel any pressure ukuthi la dlala khona kungaba ngenye indlela. Into iyangijabulisa nami as a person ukuthi well la suka khona usuka phansi edustini, yabo. So okudlala la khona manje is a blessing to everyone omaziko odlala na, yabona. So to me is one of the thing ezingipushako nami as a person ukuthi I can do better without ukuthi ngingadlala ibhola, but ezingenza ama portraits, so I can show a character ukuthi no nami ngumjita, so I show uthando kibo amajita njengoba baziphushele. So
in terms, in
terms of football, so ama achievement wakhe they are really amazing. Ukuba la khona currently manje is very blessing, because mawuthi uyacheka ne okudlala kwakhe ngaphandle angicabangi nayo ukuthi bokuyinto angayicabanga ukuthi bayangaba la khona, because one time mangimbuza ukuthi wena yiphi team indoda bofuna ukudlalela.
What did he say?
But the Chiefs, yabo.
Oh, wow.
But beka ku Sundowns, but imenzela ama changes, yabona. Ibeka impilo yakhe to the level best. So beka manje kuphi, I hope ifamily yakhe is proud ngayo. So far nami I'm proud ngayo ukuthi is making the difference.
Speaking of Upesitao and speaking of football, what's playing namhlanje? Because people are gonna be watching their home screens and they're gonna be watching when ulandela in the league, in the log, where do you stand? Before we go siyeka the portrait, do tell us ukuthi wena ulandela ini, because I can still see ukuthi the young child Thandibola is still out there and is still alive.
Well, mina support the Pirates.
Hey, so tonight at 6 p.m. it's gonna be getting down. So you think Uguti Pirates tonight is gonna go through Yenzani Pirates sometime?
Well, the Pirates is a good team, but I don't think Uguti ingawina currently manje, no? Because of they don't have that winning combination. If mawukhona ukubabukela, yabo. So angeke ngithi they are still gelling as a team currently manje. They are still trying to find out ukuthi this person lo yini into bangayilethe teamini, yabo. So it's very difficult for bona ukuthi currently singaba praise ukuthi they can make it to the
so you're saying
top
maybe
block.
The next season they'll be stronger than what they are now?
Yeah, because in football is all about having combination. It's not all about playing soccer. Because you can see the teams like Real Madrid, Liverpool, they are already gelling as a team, you know. Yeah. So you can't think ukuthi maybe nina money team nje ngavele ngiqale current. Because wonke la team engikhuluma ngayo Liverpool, Madrid, coach laba bakhona lapha, they have been there, they know ukuthi i-team eating on. So Paris they have a new coach.
Yeah.
Still usafuna ukwazi ukuthi this person nalo yini into bangayilethi.
Where are they best? Where are they doing great? He's telling us so much more, Tsholofelo, about football. He knows so much about football. But then let's go back to the sculpture. How long did it take you to do this portrait? Because it's beautiful. It's great. I think.
Oh well.
Can I do this in 5 minutes?
Doing what?
the portrait of Pesitao.
When? You can do
You're
it.
You're going to teach me to do this portrait and show when we're done with the show.
It's not easy.
But then how long did it take you to do this portrait?
I can say 5 days because the problem with I'm working. So whenever I'm free, I can do it. So I can say 5 days.
So you're not just sitting and depending on doing the artwork, you also are pushing on the side because hustling can never be enough.
So the problem with my life was really bad before I'm chasing art. So things were not going well because I was not having even a room. So ukungabi ne room kwamele kungiphakamise ukuthi no man stand up umjita. Na ubheke ukuthi ungayenza, yabo. Because ngikhulile manje angeke ngisoloku ngithi bazali ngicela imali engaka. Ngicela 1 2 3. So decided ukuthi ngiphushe ku retailer ngikhona ukuzakhela room ngibe right, yabo.
Sorry to hear that. And Uguti, the fact that you do not have a pride, you're still going on a retail where other youngsters are saying, Uguti, that's not for me. I won't go and pack. I won't go and do this kind of job. But when you swallow your pride and you understand your situation and you want to make best and you want to change your situation because, I mean, your future is not determined by where you come from, right?
Yeah, injalo. La uyakhona it doesn't kill your future.
Yeah.
So you can push yourself. Lento neto kumele uyazi ukuthi empilweni there is always a start. Yabo. So angeke uhlezi nje ucabanga ukuthi wena as a person nangabe endlini ba right na impilo yakhe ngaba right. Because it might be happen ukuthi mentally you are weak. You won't look forward ukuthi impilo yakho ngayibheka kanjani. So currently mina I didn't have umqondo ukuthi ngasho ngithi okay ngiba ne pride angifuni ukusebenza kuphi. Yabo. Because into ngitshelana ukuthi ngayithola opportunity ukuthi ngisebenze mayiphi but ngirejectile leso spot, yabo.
Because you felt that it wasn't for you, it wasn't speaking to you, maybe the hard labor and everything that's there.
Like I problem ukuthi mawuzobheka ne angeke ngiyemayini ngekele art because there was a guy wathi kimi ndoda very best if uyekela this thing well say une profile good you have different things empilweni yakho khona ukuzenza but manje udecide ukuthi uyenza iart wakumele uyekele uyemayini kube uNkulunkulu.
You are sitting on
uNkulunkulu blessing
your own goal right here.
Yabo.
How beautiful is that? And do tell people a little bit of story in Mauti when your house burned down, when your room burned down. You aspiring to build iroom elingakanani in the near coming future because this is not where it ends, but it's only the beginning of Tsholofelo.
Well, one thing which I can say ukuthi I will look forward to ukuthi ngizipushe ngibe nendawo ebetter, yabo. Because kule ndawo le I hope ukuthi I will have my own gallery lapho, yabona. Angeke ngithi ngoba ngihlala elokishini or kuphi ya ma save gallery yami town okuphi abantu abaselokishini they need to see something different. Maybe le youth ekhulayo they can come and see ukuthi empilweni nami ngiphusha njani. Some of them they will be inspired. Maybe there is someone loyo uthola ukuthi unayo le talent yabo but usesemncane but naye ngavela athi nobheka ngenze 1 2 3 then from that sithatha sibeka phezulu siyamphusha umntwana uyakhula become umunye Chinacity naye whenever
so
time
are you duplicating on Chinacity here eKasi? Are you doing that? Do you have time to do that, to teach your Chinacity abancane to do what you are doing, because you need to kind of like make this thing a relay, pass it on to the next generation?
Well, currently manje uyazi angikwenzi lokho cause into engiwishaka ukuthi they must play football yabo. I-football ayifani art cause i-art idinga isikhathi sakho ne but ibhola lilula umcondo. Whenever you take ama-session ujima ingcondo yakho ihlezi iba right.
In the last segment of the show, I am still with Uchina, telling us so many things, and as you can see right behind all the portraits that we were talking about, beautiful homestead here at Tugakolga out in Wiyot Bank. He's telling me so many things off air. I want him to just kind of bring all of that to I mean, he's taken over the show. He's said so much, and yeah, man, China, anything that's coming from your heart that people do not know about you that you want to share to the people.
Okay, well, Chinacity into ngantshela ngayo ukuthi is one of the greatest guy la eKasi. Okhona ukushare na some of ama artists la okhulako ukuthi how they must approach sponsor yabo, because some of them they have been asking me ukuthi manje sitshele ke ndoda nathi sifuna ukumitha ama celeb yabo. So but ngabatshela ukuthi well isikhathi senu seza sokuthi nimitha ama celeb. The only thing which is needed ukuthi you must push yourself espanini sakho. You must try ukuthi ispan sakho mawusenza they must attract abantu in different ways, because there is people laba uzothola ukuthi umsebenzi wakhe awukabi from the level best no, but ufila kongathi upitch up kulento le ikhona but you find out ukuthi no ayikho lapho this thing.
So we should just wait for people to celebrate us before we celebrate ourselves? Is that what you're saying? People should push instead of pushing wanting to be a celebrity. They should push what they are doing, the passion that they have. Is that what you're saying when you're coloring everything, if I can just sum it up there?
Yeah, because everything in isikhathi sayo yabo. Into ngakutshela ukuthi ifana nokucula this thing. There is other artists labo ongakhuluma nabo manje mongambuza leminyaka le akiyo ukuthi uqale nini ukucula, they will tell you story angakutshela ukuthi maybe nginabo ma 16 years ngicula, but abantu mhlambe bakhona ukumazi manje, mhlambe kuloyo nyaka lo bamazi ngakhona currently manje uthola ukuthi isikhathi sakhona lese bamazi ngaso ola lonke bangamazi but bayasoloka apusha yabo. So even nabo abantu abafuna ukudweba or someone who is playing football, you try to push yourself ukuthi uzibone ukuthi abantu banikani. If you are doing the best, people they will attack you yabo. Umsebenzi wakho mama ufike ebantwini hayi wena uye ebantwini.
Yeah
yabo ibanjalo.
You know, China, you have said so much and you're still saying so much. So do tell me, Uguti, people that you'd love to make sure, Uguti, you meet and you love to capture and you love to bring their portraits as... even the chickens are agreeing with you. They're clapping and applauding you, and they're just saying, China, China, China. They're just celebrating you. If people do not celebrate you, the chickens will do that for you, isn't it? They're here, they're clapping hands for you. And everybody else that's watching, that's sitting here with us, do tell us, the people that you aspire to draw and do arts of them and capture and meet.
Well, into ngasho ukuthi they say I will meet Big Zulu.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because I was doing a portrait ka Big Zulu. So another one umaphorisa no Kabza. Maybe I can add to Shasha cause uwinile award. So and we afike gemini and akusuka South Africa.
Yes.
But they will come with warm hands. Umaphorisa umathekile wamnika whatever funa ukumnika yona. So kule game usikhombile nayo ukuthi still we can have amanyama artists, ama vocalists, whether umjita or usisi, you can do the best.
Yeah.
So labo bantu labo I think this say I'll pitch up umitha nabo.
So would you say, Uguti, you're still held up by COVID-19 and everything that's happening? Maybe that's why maybe trips, moving from one province to the other, you need a permit and stuff like that. That's why you'd say Ugutogwa Manje, it's something that's in the process that you're still cooking.
No, akona, but it's just that I didn't frame them. But I think even in this thing, COVID, you won't feel like it is an easy thing. So, because everybody, mask, it means it's dangerous. So, you can move to another place. So, but I think whenever I might drop, that's where I can take it. I'm a move.
So what would you say to abantu abasha who are aspiring to be uChina, who just want to follow you, who want to understand your work more? Where do they find you? Do tell them, because it's all about you today. I have come to your homestead, you've welcomed me with warm arms, and you're going to teach me a few things, and you're still going to do a portrait of my beautiful, gorgeous self, and I hope that my voice will be captured in those portraits. Of course, do tell us, Uguti, where do we find China, and what does China aspire to be one day in the big dreams?
Okay, angiyakuza but le yaka coaches le. Wameritshelo yima ngisho. Okay, well, uChinacity ku Facebook my page yami actually because account yami straight abantu babaningi yabo. So they can find me ku page yami uChinacity Tsholofelo art. Bese ku Instagram uChinacity Tsholofelo _remember. Then go Twitter, they can find Chinacity Tsholofelo @time remember. Then maybe I'm a contact umuntu funi portrait ne. I'm a contact now 0630 19 7502.
You can repeat the contact so that they can hear them loud and clear, because China will capture you and will do a portrait of you. You are also important. Remember, we're not doing abantu that are already celebrated. If you also want to have a portrait of yourself in the comfort of your home, in your lounge, in your bedroom, everywhere, anywhere, just like myself, getting a portrait, hey, Bona, do contact him. China, what are the numbers?
Okay, 0630 19 7502.
Those are the numbers where you capture China. Your last words as we are closing the show out at Waguga, a beautiful township, a beautiful location. He is doing the most, and to remember that your situation is nothing but a stepping stone to the next level. I'm proud, Uguti, you actually grew up where you grew up, and you went through all the challenges that you went through, because look at you, you are phenomenal, you are amazing. I mean, being here, I'm touched by you. I'm touched by your soul. I'm connecting with you, and I hope the people at home are also feeling what I'm feeling.
Obvious. Okay.
As you are shutting it down, China.
Yeah, so the only thing which I can say from everyone on a talent or funa whatever, there is nothing easy le ungacabanga ukuthi mhlambi ungavuka uyi. Idinga inhliziyo yakho. Yabona, idinga ipatient yakho. Yabo. Just keep on pushing. Ungabi nama deadlines ubhale phezulu ukuthi hey 2021 I will be this. It don't work. Ayispan kanje.
Yenza ngephesi yakho.
Just push. If everything iba la iba khona uNkulunkulu, it means uyasho ukuthi is your time. Because some other people, they will judge ukuthi hey uthandazo useka so mina mara ngifunde naye nini mbhekeni bekai ayispan kanjalo. Just keep on pushing. Everything will change yabo. So into ngayisho kwabantu abanetalent ungayenza ezinye izinto.
I think you're a good example that everything will just gel together, from a football star aspiring now, doing portraits and doing art and working and multitasking, all of those things, and making sure that you bring them to the people. I hope that they will show the love and follow you on all the social media platforms. We are Talitha Cumi TV coming to you live. Make sure that you do follow our shows on Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, all the streaming platforms. I am Uthando Nomthandazo, the lady with the gentleman's voices. I'm shutting it down, coming to you and making sure that I am thankful to have met my brother here. He has touched my heart, he has touched my soul. And right now, I'm just gonna sit down so he can capture me and do a portrait of me. He can tell me, am I gorgeous, China? As we are shutting it down. People at home, do make sure that you mask up, you sanitize, you do all the things that you need to do, and take this love that we are giving you and make sure that you share it with those that need it the most.